Welcome to African Folktales by Big Mark. Your story home. Let the story begin. The compound was alive, always alive. Face me, I face you, a tight row of single-room units on either side of a narrow corridor where secrets traveled faster than water through leaking roofs. Plastic buckets lined up by the tap, wrappers flapped like flags in the wind, and the air reeked of kerosene, soup, gossip, and tension. Room 6 belonged to Kelvin, a 29-year-old graduate with no job but a swagger that carried weight. He was dark-skinned, low-cut, slightly bearded, and always wore those tight singlets that made the aunties pretend not to look. Tall, respectful, not loud, but every woman noticed him. And so did Madame Stella. She was the landlord's wife, tall, light-skinned, hips like a Coca-Cola bottle, always in wrapper and lace tops that struggled to hide her blessings. She smiled too long at Kelvin, laughed too loud at his jokes, called his name when she could have sent one of the neighbor's kids. The gossip in the compound already had its own version. That woman want chop that boy oh. Not Kelvin own day hot now. Madam day find sugar for her Gary. But Kelvin wasn't paying attention. He had bigger worries, like getting his NYSC exemption certificate printed, finding money for food, or avoiding shame when NEPA disconnected his light again. One Thursday afternoon, the compound was quieter than usual. Children had gone to school. Most men were out hustling. Only a few women sat outside, peeling vegetables and whispering. Kelvin was inside, scrolling his phone slowly, rationing data like it was jollof rice at a burial. Then came the knock. Knock knock. He got up and opened the door. There she was, Madame Stella. No makeup, no earrings, just a wrapper tied loosely around her chest. Her left shoulder was almost exposed. Kelvin, a beg, power holding company Don take light again. Can I charge my phone in your room? Just small, make ye reach like 50%, she said, raising the dead android in her hand. Ah, no wahala, ma, you fit plug am. She stepped in. She didn't leave. Minutes passed. Then she said, not only you day here today. Kelvin nodded. Silence. Then, without asking, she sat on the edge of his bed and crossed her legs. The movement was slow, intentional. The wrapper shifted again, revealing a bit more thigh than necessary. Kelvin swallowed. She smiled. Kelvin, you be fine boy oh. Very fine, she said, tapping her leg. Ah, madam, a beg no day talk like that now, he laughed nervously. Why? You day fear me. He turned to the socket, pretending to adjust the phone's charger. But even the plug hole was trembling. I know say I be married woman, she whispered. But me and that my husband. Na decoration we be now. Nothing day happen again, man no day touch me. Madam, shish. She stood up and walked toward him. Her body heat entered the room like hot steam. Kelvin, a beg, make I just rest small. Lie down small. And then, she pulled his arm. Gently, slowly. He followed. The bed creaked under their combined weight. Her perfume hit him, soft, spicy, warm. She rested her head on his shoulder and slowly let her hand slide down his chest. Kelvin's body betrayed him. His heart pounded. His lower body responded, unapologetically. Her fingers found it. She looked up at him. He didn't stop her. He didn't even blink. Their lips were inches apart. Her breath was on his neck. She licked her lips slowly and whispered. Just small, nobody go no. I go give you money. I go even cook for you. His hand moved unconsciously toward her waist. The wrapper was already slipping. His mind screamed, but his body whispered yes. Just when their lips brushed, just when temptation was seconds away from victory. Boom. The tap outside exploded. Someone had forgotten to lock the tap properly. Water began to spray everywhere, and a neighbor screamed. Who day waste water like this? Kelvin jolted back to life like someone poured cold water on his head. He stared at Madame Stella's half-uncovered chest, her lips parted, her eyes wild with desire. I can't do this, he stammered. He jumped up, grabbed his phone, and ran out of the room. Ran past the staring neighbors. Ran out of the compound like fire was chasing him. Kelvin didn't stop running until he reached the next street. Sweat mixed with confusion, shame, regret, lust, relief, fear. What had just happened? What almost happened? He leaned against a cement wall, breathing like someone chased by witches. His phone buzzed. Madame Stella was calling. He turned it off. Then he started walking back, slowly. His head bowed, his mind boiling. By the time he reached the compound, eyes were waiting. Mama Chisholm stood at her door with a bowl of beans. Her sharp tongue already cocked and loaded. "Kelvin, you day jog for evening exercise. Abby, you day run from temptation," she muttered under her breath. Auntie Bissy smirked. Her daughter snorted. Someone else chuckled from inside their room. News Don Fly. Kelvin walked into room 6 and slammed the door. 10 minutes later, there was a knock. Knock knock. It was Madame Stella again. "Open the door, Kelvin." "Madam, a beg no come here again," he replied through the door, his voice trembling. "So you want disgrace me?" she hissed. "Because say I open up to you small. No be that, but you're a married woman, my landlord's wife." There was a pause. Then her voice changed. Low, dangerous. "Okay. No wahala." She left. The next morning, everyone knew. Even the children that played 10-10 in the corridor whispered Kelvin's name like it had turned to juju. "Not him dey press Madam Yonch. Dem say she wan charge phone, she come nearly charge him too. You know see how Kelvin dey run yesterday. Dem say he almost knack but God save am." Kelvin wanted to vanish. The landlord, Mr. Cosmos, hadn't said anything, yet. But everyone watched Kelvin's every move like he was a criminal caught between hunger and heaven. That evening, Mr. Cosmos returned from his shop. He walked past room 6 without looking inside. Kelvin sat on his bed, shaking. Then came the knock. This time, it wasn't Stella. It was the landlord. "Kelvin, come. I want see you." Kelvin followed Mr. Cosmos to his small living room. The TV was on, football playing silently. Madame Stella sat in one corner, arms folded, face like thundercloud. Mr. Cosmos closed the door, sat down, and exhaled. "Young man," he said. "You dey see this woman?" Kelvin nodded slowly. "You nearly sleep with am." Silence. "Answer me like man." Kelvin looked down. "Sir, she came into my room. She tried to, but I didn't do anything. I swear." Mr. Cosmos looked at his wife. She rolled her eyes. "He's lying," she screamed. "He touched me. He wanted it. It was when I said no that he pushed me away and ran." Kelvin gasped. "What? That's a lie." Mr. Cosmos stood up. "Listen, I know who to believe now. But one thing I know be say you go come out from this compound before wahala go big past this. But sir, pack your load. End of the month, you go find another place. You dey tempt my woman." "Sir, with all due respect, I didn't." "Get out, Kelvin." Kelvin left, heart pounding, betrayal stabbing every breath. The next day, Kelvin sat outside his room. He looked tired, broken, ashamed. Mama Chisholm walked up to him. "You want tell me say no be you seduce that woman?" she asked. "No ma, I swear. She planned everything." Mama Chisholm nodded. "I believe you." Kelvin looked up, surprised. "But believing no go change anything. That woman get power. If you stay, dem go frame you. Best you go before dem destroy you." That night, under the moonlight, Kelvin packed his bag quietly. A small crowd watched, some mocking, some silent with pity. As he walked past room 1, a young girl slipped him a note. He opened it later. It read, "You did the right thing. Some temptations are fire. You didn't burn. I respect you. No name. Just hope." Kelvin found a new place in another part of town. Shared apartment. Peaceful. He focused on his writing, started a blog. Posted a story titled, "The Day I Almost Slept with My Landlord's Wife." It went viral. Comments exploded. DMs poured in. Someone offered to buy the story for a short film. And then, one day, his phone rang. A Lagos-based production company wanted to sign him for story contracts. Kelvin's shame turned to gold. His pain became power. And Madame Stella, the landlord, caught her with another tenant months later. This time, she didn't deny it. From room 6 to the world, Kelvin's life changed. And all because he chose discipline over desire. Sometimes, your escape is your upgrade.
This is the end of the story. Every story holds a seed of wisdom, and with each story, we grow a little deeper into the roots of our culture. If today's tale sparked a thought or touched your spirit, don't just keep it to yourself, share it. Let the story travel. Hit that subscribe button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and let me know which lesson stood out to you. I'm Big Mark, keeping the fire of storytelling burning bright. Until the next tale, stay wise, stay proud, and keep listening.